Breakdown. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let's go. So coming down off yesterday's excitement with our free company splash party, I'm really starting to get the hang of being here with the squall. And although I've only scratched the surface of what Eorzea has to offer, I'm really optimistic for what's to come. The first order of business was to do a quick wellness check on the squall, just to make sure everyone's doing okay.
Axel, man, you've been through it. You all right, dog? You can't even look at Guffy. You have seen some things. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. We don't have to talk about it here, man. We can talk about it another time. You're like the most fashionable monk ever.
And just like that, your boy sets off on his adventure once again.
See ya.
So the first thing I did was go and check up on Wystan, who I recently saved from getting a couple of brass blades up his ass for the first and final time of his natural born life. Out of consideration for the safety of his loved ones, Wystan decides to flee Ulda, since little Lord Dorito put a hit out on him. And I felt kind of bad that he had to uproot his life and move away from everything. At which point I was in need of something to make me feel better.
Kingdom Hearts, like that's awesome. Hey, my bad. I didn't know you guys were waiting in the chariot. I was vibing, man. I ain't gonna lie. I was getting my vibe on. You feel me, right? All right, I'm gonna get in the car.
So at this point, I'm catching a ride back to the quicksand where Momodi tells me I now have access to sleep at the inn.
Yeah.
Along with side quests being opened up to earn some extra gil. And speaking of funds, I forgot that everyone in Eorzea leans heavy on the altruism tip. So before I realized what was happening, somebody gave your boy 1,000,000 gil.
Oh yeah. I gotta learn continuous dancing at some point. We got the whole FF15 game? Final Fantasy Yin and Yang. Got a chicken photo bomb. I saw you. How you gonna turn away?
So anyway, Momodi sends me off to her little homie Dadannon, who may have some work for me. And of course I accept and keep it moving.
Feels good to win. What in the chicken hell? The fate of anyone who's not a vegetarian. The chickens will rise. Man, the footwork. But now you're just showing off. Wait till I learn some real dance moves. Oh, my bad. They're waiting for me to get in the ride. Where's Iggy and Gladio? It's all good. We're cooler anyway. Let's roll. Let's get up out of here. Yeah! Hey, Noctis, man. Let me ask you something. Remember the campfire scene? How many times you have to rehearse that before you did it?
More than I can take.
Yeah, you're right. That's kind of disrespectful. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and just... Let me get on out of here, man. You stay strong, Noctis. Look, listen, Prompto, let me talk to you over here behind the chocobo. I wasn't actually trying to disrespect him. Sometimes I take it too far. Yeah, appreciate that, man. I think he's pissed. I need you to go talk to him later. I ain't a dick. You know, I ain't a dick. You know, I ain't a dick. I gotta handle some business, so.
Despite knowing that Noctis is probably gonna murder me in my sleep at some point, I still needed to stay on task. So I figured it was a good time to optimize my gear.
What the hell? What the f, bro? Not me looking like I just joined their game. Hey, I'm one of the fellas now, man. Y'all can't tell me nothing. Question, do I look dumb? Like in this outfit, do I look lame? Or let me do a model walk. You didn't have to laugh.
So while slaying these crystal hemorrhoids up in the mines for drunken stag, I couldn't stop thinking about my interaction with Big Mama Crystal and why I can't stop blacking out from these visions. Like, what does all of this mean in the grand scheme of things, you know? And how is it gonna affect my adventure from here on out? But once I zoned back in for my daydream, Nessie, Queen of the Down Bad, rolled up on me and was low-key upset that I hadn't redeemed some of the emotes that she had sent me via Mog Station.
So wait, let me get this straight. You're salty about the emotes. I mean, can I activate them live here? No, I can't. I have to,
Part of me actually felt kind of bad.
Hey, look, come on.
And at that point, I didn't really know what to say to her exactly, so I just kind of said the first thing that came to me.
Glad I don't give a shit. Glad I don't give a shit. Yep. You. What you reading? Lord of the Rings?
After dropping off some raw Nashikite to Drunken Stag, our next objective was to kill a bunch of sun midgets. Oh shit. Midges. Wow, whoa. That's my bad. Which was basically a roundabout way of hiring the squall for pest control.
The midge!
But hey, the grind never sleeps, so let's get it. Man, you should have seen us out there putting in that work. Even killed a couple of desert dragons just to satiate your boys' bloodlust. My bad. I'm back. We good. I'm here. And around this time, we found out another one of our mods, Lynn Infinity, or Lin as I call her, was about to rendezvous with me and the squall at Blackbird Station. At which point I checked my outfit and
man, my armor looks whack. Let me deal with that before Lynn gets here. I can't have her roasting me. Why do I look like a medieval Power Ranger? Breaking me off with this like junior gear. Nah, let me.
So I decided to put on my Sunday's best on a Friday evening, but not for anything special since, I mean, it's just Lynn.
I mean, that's kind of badass, I ain't gonna lie. I'm like a sophisticated mage.
But regardless, I had to set an example as a leader, you know? And if I'm running the streets of Eorzea looking like a leather condom, that's not only a poor reflection of me, but the squall as a whole.
Not me with the piece of wood on my back.
You get it.
Let me get rid of these gloves real quick too.
Much better. Back on my bond. Cloudy bond. Once I got my gear in check, we just kind of dawdled around until Lin showed up.
Now you looking like you came straight out of a Tyler Perry movie, waiting for Lin to get here. So any day now, Lin, anytime you want a dope ass jacket. I can't look at you because I don't know how, but believe me when I tell you, That's a dope ass jacket.
But since Lynn is new to Eorzea like yours truly, not quite as legendary though, she kind of lost her way, and after that, we just had to figure some things out as a family.
Hey, weren't you supposed to pick up Lynn?
Big loving family.
Bruh, you left her out in the desert? She's in Western Thanaland and Nessie went to get her. You know, I'm sad we left Lynn back there. You know, I'm sad that... Nessie, did you bring her? Did you bring Lynn? Where's she at? Oh, Lynn!
So Lynn finally shows up and all is right with the world.
Don't wrinkle the suit. You can give me a hug. Just be careful with the, you know what I'm saying? Yep, yeah. All right, that's enough. Yeah.
And right here is about the time I realized this world is gonna have me down bad.
Whoa!
I'm talking down horrendous, down demonic.
Are those mechanical yams? Mecha yams? Can't believe it.
And I ain't gonna lie, my first thought was, am I so legendary that I literally summoned that NPC Elegancy mage from the quicksand on her day off?
What the? You see the yam?
Down subterranean, man.
Ain't she still looking?
Like, I don't even know how to focus on my quest anymore.
I can't be legendary with all these cheeks out.
The squall has opened the bakery for ya boy. But at some point it was too hot for me to handle, so my boy Prompto had to scoop me up on a flying robot.
It's the most baller ever. Oh! This brings a new meaning of swag and surf. I'm just saying.
But before hopping right back into the MSQ, everyone took a beat around the campfire, and I took a moment to get real with the squall and just kind of speak from the heart for a bit.
Now that I've stepped into this world, like, I don't know how to play other games. You clowning me during my own speech? God damn it! Man, I'll snatch the clown nose off your face, cuz. Pepto-Bismol, bitch. We take a seat back on the ass pillow. You know, the addiction has begun. I don't know what to do. Everyone here is like, we finally got Cloudie into FF14. How do I moderate myself in playing this game? Like, do you guys do just what, 2-3 hours a day? How do you do it? You know, I would love to know, because I'm already hooked on the shit.
One thing I've learned while being here in Eorzea is that anything can go from 0
Like, I'm a higher level than McGuff, I think. I'm level 13. Let me check McGuff. She ain't on my level.
to 100
23. Damn it! Damn it! Coffee!
to random as f.
Nessie is, she's smoking something.
Back to 100 and back to 0 and everything in between within literal seconds.
She's feeling it. She's feeling it.
And for ADHD brains like mine,
I can eat apples.
that's right up my alley. But in the midst of our jovial squall bonding, I totally spaced and forgot there was something really important I was supposed to be doing.
I gotta go beat a Baron's ass.
Yep. Turns out that in the midst of me speed clicking through all my quest dialogue, there was a very specific task given to me by Captain Leofric of the Brass Blades of the Rose. Apparently, I'm supposed to be introducing Baron von Quiveron III Esquire, who's the leader of some outlaws, to an early grave. And according to Captain Leofric, they seem to enjoy robbing people to an area south of here, so it's pretty much on site for me in the squall. But before we could ride on the Baron, we had some more pest control to deal with.
Guppy, don't turn around. Say hello to my little friend.
But I handled it like a champ, so it's all good.
Is it dead?
It was also suggested to me that I put on my recommended gear before we go kill the Baron, which needless to say, it kind of sucked. But hey, you do what you gotta do.
I went from dapper to dud.
And after all that, it was time for me and the squall to make our move.
Hey, Baron! What's good, my G?
And as expected, we made pretty quick work of the Baron and his gang at the cabin. And the Heidelin, I don't even think I saw the Baron before the squall had already murked his ass, so, you know. After that, we decided to meet back up in Horizon for a minute just to chat and allow me to progress my quest line.
So, have you all beaten the game already? Like, everyone who's chilling? Y'all are just kind of like guardian angels of new players?
To be perfectly honest, I couldn't get the baddie brigade from earlier out of my head. So after a little more questing and gallivanting, I needed some alone time to process these complex emotions regarding the yams. These cheeks speak to me. And I can't really explain this part, but something inside of me gave me a glimpse into the future? Now that I had a clear mind and firm grasp on what's important in life,
Mama, pick me up, please.
I got back on my journey. But somewhere along the way, I felt obligated to have a quick heart-to-heart with Guffy about levels.
2 dungeons my ass, you still level 23. I'm level 15. I'm on that ass. I'm gonna be level 24 soon. Then what you gonna do? Huh? Then what you gonna do? Talking that good shit, huh? Nah, you'll be all right.
After that, I was chatting with some locals when Fufulupa of the Brass Blades ran up, who accidentally overheard this woman named Marilda talking about bandits and their plans to obtain Nashakites stolen from Copperbell mines, which is the same shit I was collecting for Drunken Stag earlier.
Glad I don't give a shit.
Fufulupa runs off to inform his supervising officer, Captain Bladewyn. But surprise, surprise, this nigga is corrupt and working with the bandits. And according to Bladewyn, he's under direct orders from Little Lord Dorito. Fufulupa is heartbroken to learn that his supervisor ain't shit. But in reality, Bladewyn is just trying to make that coin like any sellsword. Regardless, we gotta put hands on both Bladewyn and Baron von Quiveron IV, Esquire, who we come to find out is the brother of that chump we wasted up at the cabin. Because Shorty here is making threats both above his height and pay grade. So you already know I gotta tuck his little ass in for that. I'm talking long as dirt now, Beva Shane. So I noticed that Fufu dropped Brother Baron pretty damn quick, while I finished off the supervisor and then helped him clean up the other brass blades. So after we f***ed up their plans, Leofric appears and informs Fufu that Bladewyn is full of shit. He pretty much lied on Little Lord Dorito by claiming that he was sanctioned by him to collaborate with bandits and perform the smuggling, when in fact Little Lord Dorito wouldn't even waste time with something like that. Leofric assures Fufu that yes, there are greedy people in the brass blades, but not everyone is corrupt, on account of how honorable Fufulupa really is. And since Bladewyn is now stripped of his rank and about to get a salad tossed in prison, Fufulupa is now the acting captain of the brass blades of the Rose. And at this point he's touched beyond words and can't hold back the tears. Mission accomplished, as they take Bladewyn back to Horizon and I go about my way. Then out of nowhere, I'm getting chased by this big ass hopping owl thing in town, and I'm like, yo, man, f this shit, I'm out, dog. So to basically wrap up the day, I decided to grind through some of my gladiator job quests, just to make some progress alongside the MSQ. That way I'm not rushing to do them at the very end when all is said and done. Plus everyone told me I need to be unlocking skills to enhance my kills. I even unlock gear sets.
Okay, gear sets allow you to save several different combinations of equipment. That's how you guys have been doing it. That's how you've been outfit flexing.
And now that I have glam at my disposal, I feel a bit more advanced here in Eorzea. But at the moment, the quests are my top priority. Speaking of which, I was having a chat with my guildmaster Mila when her ex-boyfriend came through. And then I suddenly remember this is that dude, Cloudie'S, who I met a while back at the quicksand. She's screaming really loud about how she thought he was dead and literally ghosted her. But for her to be this angry, homie must have been clapping my guildmaster's cheeks like she was on the MSQ, longsword style. So anyway, my guildmaster ain't really feeling him, so all these dips. And he's like, oh, hey man, you want to come to the quicksand to hang out? So I'm like, yeah, let's roll. We start chopping it up, and he's kind of bummed that he's back from the dead, so to speak, but nobody seems happy to see him, which kind of sucks. When out of nowhere, we get ambushed by Organization 13 with arrows. In the middle of dude's night out. Like, I didn't get to order a beer, no cheeseburger, nothing. But it's whatever. I pretty much held my own while Aldi's was flexing his Coliseum champion fighting skills until the battle was over. Aldi seems to know who put the hit out on him, but he suggests we talk about that another time. And then he bails. I report back to Guildmaster Mila, who apologizes since she was in the middle of teaching me a brand new technique. But hey, better late than never, right? And it turns out I also had a new piece of armor in my inventory, which looks,
What in the Boba Fett hell is this? I'm like a Star Wars character now. Revenge of the Sixth. Is it still the Sixth? Yeah, it is. It ain't that funny. It's not that funny.
And on that note, I can say with confidence that we accomplished quite a bit today. And as far as I can tell, I've got a lot more to do and see while I'm here. So remember everybody, even the sky itself is no longer the limit when you're exploring Eorzea, and the highs are even higher when you're flying with the squall. Let's go.